Welcome to the BizMiz project. Through these short digital resources, we aim to help you improve your digital and social media literacy. We are glad that you have stopped by to learn more about how you can protect yourself in digital and social media environments. In this lesson, we are going to take a quick look at the topic of real and virtual identity and how we can reconcile our online and offline selves. After this short video, you should have a better understanding of the threats that your online persona can pose to your real-life self. Social networks are part of our life. Platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and more recently Snapchat have revolutionized the way we connect with each other and are used by 1 in 2 people around the world. Social networks have become a space in which we form and build relationships, shape our own identity and express ourselves and know the world around us. But have we sufficiently assessed what risk it entails? People face a lot of personal and professional pressures in today's modern society. However, the pressures faced by digital natives connected through social networks are undoubtedly unique to this digital generation. Social media profiles act as a platform where we can broadcast the best and worst moments of our lives for everyone to see. When we have an online network of close and supportive friends, there is little danger of sharing these events with small, closed networks. However, when this information is shared with public groups, firstly, we don't know the type of reaction we will get, and also we can't be sure that we aren't manipulating our life events to make things seem better than they are to our public audience. As such, we know that there are innumerable benefits and advantages for using the popular social networks because they can bring family members living across the globe together, they can combat loneliness in older people, and they can be a good source of advertising to small businesses with a low budget. But social networks can also generate unhealthy side effects. These include anxiety and depression, sleep disorders, problems of self-esteem, which is brought on by comparing our own lives to the lives of others on social media, cyberbullying and FOMO, fear of missing out, to name a few. The internet is now an integral part of our lives, even more since smartphones have put the world in the palm of our hand. Research shows that globally 3.2 billion people now use their smartphones for social media alone. As such, the accounts and pages we create online are now one of our main outlets for meeting people, and social networks have become a usual method to make new friends and even find that someone special. So, we know that it is very easy to get in touch with people we do and do not know in person through these online sites, but when should we be careful? Relationships with strangers online typically starts as a virtual flirtation, a fun chat, or a succession of likes on the wall of another person. We already feel that we are real friends with that person we have never seen in person. In reality, what exists there is a connection, an affinity, a meeting between 2 people that fit well. On the other hand, we must be cautious with the people we do not know online, since many times people do not show themselves as they are, but use false information, brag about events that haven't really occurred in their lives, use filters and photo editing software to make themselves look more attractive, or even, in some cases, people use photos of other people who they think are more attractive than they are. They use their online persona to create the life they wish they had in real life, and this can be very dangerous behaviour for the individual and for others who connect with these people online. The English study Status of Mind, conducted by the Royal Society for Public Health and the Young Health Movement, has concluded that Instagram is the social network that has the worst impact on mental health and well-being of young people, while YouTube has the largest positive impact. But why Instagram? According to one of the surveyed, Instagram easily makes girls and women feel as if their bodies are not good enough, compared to those of people who add filters and edit their images to seem perfect. In addition, the study investigated that the social network can generate unrealistic expectations and give rise to the FOMO syndrome that also leads to people developing low self-esteem and greater probability of anxiety, depression, and a lack of sleep. Going into more detail, the feeling of missing out on something, or FOMO syndrome, has been recognised by psychologists as a disorder caused by the advancement of technology and the number of options that are presented to people today. The cause of this phenomenon is being constantly connected to social networks, living your life believing that what you see and what you put out onto social media is real and true. So if you see someone else posting a holiday photograph, or buying a new car, or a new house, or getting married, or a promotion at work, and you haven't achieved any of these life events, you would develop FOMO syndrome, even though what you read online may not even be true, or it may be manipulated to make it seem better than it is. Although there is no direct evidence that the use of social networks causes narcissism, and it is clear that not all users of social networks suffer from it, we live in a time in which the narcissistic spirit has permeated society. We seek approval or validation of friends and followers in social networks to feel good about ourselves. And every time someone hits like, our ego swells. Many people project an idealized version of themselves, the avatar or character they wish to be, and not what they are really. It is important to bear this in mind and to access the true value and quality of your online relationships formed through social networks. You have now completed this short video, which gave you an insight into the threats that our virtual identity can pose to our real-world well-being. In our next resource in this module, we will support you to understand how you can take steps to evaluate and reconcile your real-life and virtual identities. For more resources that will help you to develop your digital and social media literacy, please visit the BizMiz e-learning portal at courses.bizmiz.eu.